Okay, everyone, let's just start. Everyone, please come here. We're familiar with standing right beside each other. And I'm going to sing a song for you. I'm not. So I'm just want to congratulate everyone who passed this year going to Black Belt. And I thought that we should give the Black Belt to them now. So when they are talking, they have something to be proud of and then talk about this. Black Belt is only a representative. As you know, Black Belt is just like a white belt, never gave up, right? Just keep training. And the interesting thing is, after you get your Black Belt, if you keep training, it becomes again white. That's a very interesting thing, how it's built. So the more you train, and then we get to the point that, you know, I'm still a white belt. Don't know much. I still need to train and sharpen my skills. So I want to congratulate everyone who got their Black Belt. So let's step forward, please. Mike, Braden Sip. I'm just going to go this way. Here. Braden, congratulations. Very good. That's everyone. Awesome. Thank you. And Samuel, sit. They can, yes, yeah, maybe stand here. It's a good idea. Samuel, congratulations. Well done. And by the way, I just want to mention to some of you, our guests, you see the Black Belt. This is a very special Black Belt. It's coming from Japan. Is embroidered with their name on it. Is their name, as you see, and they can choose different colors. The embroidery is only shown on one side, which is another cool thing about this. And the other side of their belt, they chose one of the Dojokan that we practice a lot, like seek perfection of character. So this is it. That's for Michael. Michael B. Congratulations. Thank you. You're welcome. And Mike Mikako. Very good. Congratulations. When you get used to it, it's hard to let go. It's easier. I have to give it to you with both hands too. So, Derek. Congratulations, Derek. Well done. And Arnell, come on in. You have your belt. 1 year later.
Emily Zhang. Oh, how come? Okay. Olivia is not here. James Joss. Congratulations. And Ian. Congratulations. Okay. So Emily and Olivia are not here. And for some reason, somebody left their brown belt among the black belt. Does that mean that we want it today? Come on in, Jacob. Jacob, congratulations. The reason I'm giving it to Jacob is he's our champion at the Canada Open, right? Gold in Qatar, gold in Tunisia. The same as Derek, the same as Braden, so and the same as James. James, you did. Well, you are one of our champions. So again, I just want to congratulate you one more time, and I just want to remind everyone: black belt, you got it. That's great. Don't hang it in at home. Don't put it in a box. Wear it and come here and train to make it white again. Okay. I hope I see you all the time on the mat. Good. Now we are going to go over and starting with Michael, a few minutes of presentation, and everyone after that, whoever want to step in, that will be awesome. Thank you.
Testing. Hello? Hello. Okay.
I just want to give the girls, Emily and Olivia, come on up here. So this is Emily. Oh, too early. I'm sorry? No, I'm just going to give you your belt. This is Emily. Congratulations, Emily. Olivia, congratulations. Very good. Emily and Olivia are sisters, as you can see, and they're both awesome students of mine. Awesome. I'm so proud to have super, great students in my dojo. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Hello, test. Hey everybody, I guess I'm first up because I've got the deck. So my path to black, well, before karate, I actually didn't think I needed karate. And I thought I was actually pretty tough. I also thought I was pretty cool, cool as Peaky Blinders. And I even had some proof to show how tough I was. And we couldn't get the sound going on this, but this is when I was a supervillain on Arrow. This is a bunch of crash, bang, slash, bang, crash, over the top, throw them, bang, bang, more tough. And I look at this, and I think, all right, you know what? That's not too bad. Throw him through that, hit this guy across the room. All right. Well, that's, it's pretty cool, right? Wrong. Now that I'm a black belt, I look back at this and I think, wow, there is so much wrong with that. But before I get into that, I wanted to go over some of the reasons I did get into karate. Now, it wasn't just about flexibility. It wasn't about, it was about flexibility. It was about throwing a punch and being able to throw a kick, getting stronger, but mostly it was about family. And Hudson had already been coming for a while, and yeah, that's him. Way long time ago, his first match, and he got a goal. So, because of family, I wanted to come into Kimnick. They were a great family place, and I wanted to be a part of that family. But as I said, I didn't need to practice it all. I mean, I'd already knew a little bit of martial arts, taken 5 years of Muay Thai kickboxing. But then, you know, looking back, just like that arm is not even going anywhere close to my head. The stance is pretty bad. It's bad. So new. But as we've been taught here, there's no quitting, right? And I knew this was a great place because he wouldn't let me quit, but also I was able to fit in. You know? I had the same mindset as everybody around me, and probably the same brain power as well. They probably had a little bit more. And that started this journey. And it was years and years of tests and way back in the old gym. And we ran the full gamut. Even through a pandemic, we were able to get our classes in. And after 5 years after 5 years of going almost 4 or 5 times a week, it was finally time that this day came. And it felt pretty good. But that wasn't the only thing. It wasn't just about learning the punches and the kicks and hanging out with Hudson. There was so much more to karate. There's discipline, there's teamwork, there's learning, there's so much. And it actually, the discipline part reminds me of a story of when I remember a long time ago looking at some of these white belts and seeing them kneel on the floor and they couldn't sit still. They're all over the place, and it's just like, we're trying to do meditation. I was just thinking, that kid isn't going to last in karate. But karate does something for us. It teaches us discipline, and the patience that they have here at Kimnick teaches that discipline. I look at that same kid who's a blue belt now, completely still and silent through all of the Dojokan. And that is something that's very impressive to do. And it makes me strive to want to be a lot like the people that were here getting their black belt last year. This group of people I looked up to last year, and I said, you know what? Hopefully in another year, I'll be as good as these experts. And that brings me to community. But before we go there, let me explain what I meant by this looking terrible. Now I look at that, my knee was not up, it did not snap, I fell forward, there was no snap back and bringing it back. Worst of all, which I hear all the time, there was no hip movement, nothing at all. And that's only a couple. I could go through this whole thing talking about how bad that technique was. And in another year or two, if I get my second dan, my third dan, I'm constantly always going to be looking back and saying, wow, you know what? Look how bad that was, but look how far I've come. It's true what they say, getting your black belt is just the start. You keep on going. Karate's so good for that. You're never done learning. You just keep on going and you keep on going, you keep on getting better, and you keep on looking back and saying, wow, I've improved so much from then. Finally, community. Now, I said something about family. And of course, there's, the immediate family that we have, and there was a lot of sacrifice. There was a lot of trying to work around schedules and trying to make sure that I was able to come here 4 or 5 days a week. But apart from that, the dojo is the family. And even more than that, this is the family I have in this dojo. I've learned so much from all these people here. So I thank every single one of these people in this. You guys are awesome, but even more than that, I thank Sensei and Senpai. Without you guys, so many of those kids wouldn't get disciplined. So many of us wouldn't make it here. So really, thank you. Thank you for the dojo. You guys are wonderful people. Thank you.
Thank you. And I just have to add that was awesome, your presentation, Michael. It was very good. I really enjoyed it. Now you can feel when you showed me the video, the clip, and I see it, you can see it too. But no, honestly, the video, it was pretty good. The more you learn, of course, it's gonna be beneficial in your line of work as well. Beside that, Michael is, as you can see, you can feel it. One of my very, very special students, very good students. I love having you here in our dojo. You bring a lot of positive energy into the dojo with good smile, good spirit, always positive about everything, positive. This is a value, and I want that kind of family in our dojo. They're always positive. Anything. I've never heard anything negative, any, bad comment or anything. Always positive, looking for something to add to the community. Thank you, Michael. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yes. Well, who's next? Here we go, Ian. Would you like this, or do you want a headset?
Maybe the headset.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. I'm not as professional as Michael was. I don't have a slideshow. I'm just going to read what I wrote. This is definitely a bit of a milestone for me. I'm generally not one to celebrate achievements in my life, but being awarded this black belt grade is something I feel that I should celebrate. Mostly because for most of my life, becoming a black belt is something that I never thought I would ever achieve. When I was a kid, I loved to watch martial arts movies, but I never thought that I would ever be able to do it myself. I had a friend who trained in karate, and for a while, when I was younger, I took classes with him, but I never felt like I fitted in. Karate was something I thought only other people could do. People who were small and thin, not rugby players like I was. Even years later, when I decided to join the King Nick Dojo, I had doubts about my ability to be able to train karate beyond a very basic level. So much so that my King Nick karate journey almost never made it off the starting line. At the end of 2017, I contacted Sensei Ali and arranged to come and have a lesson at the King Nick Dojo. But before I got to class, my doubts and insecurities got the better of me. I was worried about how I might look. I was old, I was overweight, and I wasn't flexible at all. I convinced myself that I would be judged and laughed at. So I never showed up for that first lesson. I thought maybe I would wait 12 months, and in the meantime, try and work on myself a bit. But after those 12 months had passed, the only things that had changed were that I was even older, even more overweight, and even less flexible. I was upset with myself that I had wasted an entire year where I could have been training. And I realized that if I wanted to begin training karate at King Nick, I just needed to do it. And if it was laughed at or judged, or if I could only ever train at a basic level, then so be it. So at the end of 2018, 1 year after I had first contacted Sensei Lee, I contacted him again and arranged to come to a lesson. And on Tuesday the 15th of January 2019, I walked into the dojo for the first time. And of course, no one judged me. No one laughed at me. Quite the opposite. As I lined up and went through the training, I was encouraged, not only by the instructors, but by the other students who stood beside me. They shook my hand and welcomed me when I first lined up. They encouraged me to keep going as the training progressed, and at the end of that first class, they told me that they were glad to meet me and they hoped to see me come back. That encouragement and kind nature really set the tone of the dojo for me. It showed me that the Kinnick Dojo was a place to work together to achieve goals, but no one seemed to be there to belittle others or to get ahead by putting others down. It told me that this was a place where everyone helped one another towards achieving their personal goals and to better themselves and everyone else. And that is something that I've continued to see through the years as I've continued to train here at Kinnick. Wearing a black belt will mean a lot to me. On the simplest side, it will represent the culmination of over 4 years of hard and dedicated training, working towards achieving the goal that I set for myself. When I finally put my doubts and fears aside and realized maybe I actually could do this. More deeply, wearing a black belt will be a representation of my desire to keep trying to improve myself. Not just physically, but in all aspects of my life and personality. There are aspects of myself that I'm continuously trying to improve, some with more success than others, but I want to keep trying to improve myself in every way I can. That's why I chose to have Seek Perfection of Character written on the black belt, to remind myself every time I wear it that that's my goal. So now that I've been awarded this black belt grade, my goal will be to continue to keep training, to continue to keep setting myself goals, and to work towards achieving them, to continue learning, to continue to help others learn, and to keep trying to improve myself. I can't end the speech without thanking some people who have helped and encouragement along the way. My wife, Tanya, who has never complained over the past 4 years about the number of nights I'm out each week training. We didn't even raise an eyebrow when we talked about going on vacation, and I commented we would have to wait until after the Saturday morning karate class finished. And he barely even said a word when I actually left the vacation in the Sunshine Coast, came back to Langley to do a greeting, and then went back to the Sunshine Coast again afterwards. Thank you. To my daughter, Emily, who likes to keep my karate skills fresh by attacking me out of nowhere to see how I react, who pretends to not be interested in what I'm doing when I practice at home, but is quick to point out when I do something wrong. And it makes me proud seeing her own karate achievements as part of the Kinnick Dojo. So thank you to her. Sensei Lee, Sensei Camelia, for all of the help, encouragement, and teaching you've given me since the day I first walked into the dojo. And for putting up with all of my emails telling me your spreadsheets don't work. Thank you. Thank you. To everyone else. To the group of brown belts and black belts I train with regularly, to everyone else in the dojo, of all ages and all levels, I have learned something from everyone I do. Thank you.
Thank you, Ian. And while the next person is stepping in, I just want to add something for Ian. Ian has been one of the most dedicated people to karate, coming in almost every day when the dojo is open and training hard. You're a smart guy, you learn pretty good, and you're just doing your best, which I'm very proud of. Well done, well done. Who's next? Yes. Do you want that one? You can always stand behind the table to whoever wants to stay behind the table. Up to you.
I'm great at speeches at school, but this is hard.
The hardest part is you have to bring it.
I remember being the shyest, quietest little kid. I lacked confidence, and social interaction terrified me. So when my mom announced I would be joining karate, I didn't take it too well. I was imagining the biggest, toughest, meanest people ready to chew me up and spit me out. Turns out I was wrong. Karate fosters incredible people, and those people immediately became my family. The dojo is, without a doubt, my home. I am incredibly grateful for the many mentors and role models I've had the privilege of training with. Senpai Rob worked with me the second time I ever sparred. The first time wasn't the best experience, so I wouldn't be sparring without him. Senpai Arnell's super awesome dynamic warm-ups with wicked arm circles always make me smile and fill me with energy. Senpai Sag's gentle yet powerful presence made me feel welcome, and I truly respect everything about him and his family. Then there's Sensei and Senpai Kamini, who I consider to be family. You have cared for me as a student and as a daughter. I am who I am today thanks to you. You gave me the confidence and love I needed to flourish. I love you both with all my heart. Thank you so much, Mom and Dad, for giving me the gift of karate, despite my panicked fit I threw when I found out about my enrollment. Every time you've driven me, ironed my gi, made sure my bag was packed, traveled for competition, pushed me, and cheered for me means the world. Thank you for being such incredible parents. Olivia. You have been by my side since the beginning. Thanks to you, I have someone to freak out about kata with, always have a partner available, and someone to stand beside. I could not be more grateful to have the honor of becoming a black belt with you. Thank you everyone for welcoming me into this karate family.
You made me cry too. You two remind me of those two, right? Anytime I watch you and just remind me of Kimia and Nicole. You're like my daughters. Come on in, Olivia. You want this or that one? This one. Better make us laugh.
I want to start by saying thank you to everyone in the dojo. Everyone has helped me in so many different ways, and I am very thankful and grateful for all of you. You have given me the support that I've needed, and you have given me so much courage. I'd like to thank Sensei and Senpai. You've always been there for me, and you have guided me through thick and thin, and I wouldn't be who I am without you. I think of you as my family, and I love you both very much. I want to thank my parents, because I wouldn't even be doing karate without you. I've had a lot of ups and downs, and you guys have managed to tolerate me through all of them. And I am so thankful for everything you guys have done for me. Emily, I am so happy that we got to grade for our black belts together, and you let me punch you and kick you, and I let you do the same for me, and I wouldn't have it any other way. When I first started karate, I was really terrified. I thought that coming to the dojo would be the worst thing ever, and I was scared. But now I could never imagine my life without karate. I've grown from being this shy and quiet person to still being shy and quiet, but now I have so much more self-confidence, and that's all thanks to karate. I will carry everything that I have learned with me wherever I go, and I will continue to train and practice. And I see this as just the next step in my life, and I am so thankful that I get to be here.
Thank you, Olivia. That was very nice. I remember exactly what you're talking about, you and Emily. And again, you are really like, you remind me of Kimi and Nika all the time. Especially with the ponytail when you have this. That is my favorite. They know it. So, thank you, Olivia. I really enjoyed it. Thank you very much. And Mike, is that you? Okay. You have a choice of these two microphones.
Hi, everyone. For the record, the tuxedo is Sensei's request. So I'm a musician, so I own one, and I wear it on occasion. So I don't feel too uncomfortable. Maybe a little uncomfortable here, but I think as long as you're happy, that makes me happy. I got your point. Funny, I need reading glasses, but if I hold it back here, I can see it. Okay, so karate to me always had a deep history, going back to when I was a kid. So I'm a child of the '80s, so I saw the original Karate Kid movies in the theater. Anyone else? Anyone else? Just a few of us? Okay, cool. And I was always fascinated how a person could defend themselves without carrying a weapon, but instead becoming a weapon. So as a kid, I thought that was pretty cool. When I was 8 years old, I actually started karate. I was dojo outside of Edmonton, Alberta. Did that for a while, and then this is actually harder than the grading this speech stuff. I'm not good at speeches, so. Anyways, I'll do my best. And as a young kid, I was bullied. I was small, and so I thought, well, maybe I can watch some martial art movies and maybe I'll learn something. Because I had a VHS player, I had a place we could rent VHS tapes, and I really got into movies with. Raise your hand if you know these names: Chuck Norris, Bruce Lee, Jackie Chan, Sho Kosugi, there's a river, Sammo Hung, Jean-Claude Van Damme, Steven Seagal, Dolph Lundgren, and many more. So these were my childhood heroes. Thinking I could watch these movies, I could take on anybody in the schoolyard. Case. So I got beat up many times. So it sparked my interest in joining a karate dojo in 1982, I quote 83, 1982, where I trained, got stronger, and then gained confidence as a young teenager. That being said, most of the bullies went away. Okay, so our dojo closed down in the late 1980s, and I did not return to karate for almost 30 years. It does cool down if you do not keep heating it.
Is that 3 years or 30 years?
30. So do not let that stop boiling. I was convincing my kids to get into more sports when they were quite young. Some of you know them, Jackson and Blake. And I said, you guys should think about karate. It'd be really good for you guys. And they joined. They joined probably about 6 months before I did. And they kept saying, Dad, you gotta join karate again. I'm like, I'm too old for this. I can't do this. I'm out of shape, and my body isn't what it used to be when I was a teenager. And I said, can I do this? And I thought, well, let's see what happens. I mean, if I take on a task, I'd like to achieve it if possible, right? So, but if I can dedicate the next 5 or 6 years to the art of training, I was up for the task. Having my boys on my side made this easier for me. Over the past 5 years, I've achieved things that I could never think possible. When I started as a white belt, I could barely bend down and touch my knees. I had major flexibility issues due to some past sports injuries as well as a motorcycle accident. Now with constant training, I can stand up and touch my toes. My flexibility is nowhere near perfect, but it has increased over 400% since I started. So maybe one day I will do 180 degree split, like I saw you do today. That was pretty awesome. But I'm not that hopeful on that. So. Anyways, at the time when I started here at the dojo, I was, just dealing with life and busyness and stuff, but training at the dojo here with Ellie, Sensei Ellie, and Sensei Camellia, it just felt like a place I could leave all my personal problems at the door. There's so many people that have helped me here at the dojo. I'd like to thank Sensei, Senpai, Kim and Nika, who are wonderful to see here. Jackson and Blake, my boys. Senpai Sag, Senpai Rob, Richard, Dell, Arnell, Ryan, Bernie, Marianne, Mike, Mitch, Moji, Ian, Samuel, Braden, Stuart, the girls, and everybody else here who's encouraged me. So becoming a black belt to me is not about bragging rights, it's just a specific pride, knowing that I started this journey almost 6 years ago, and I achieved it. It's about kindness, it's about sharing, never about ego. And in closing, a black belt to me is not the end of the journey, it's the beginning. It's not something I wear, it's something I become. Thank you all.
Thank you. Who's going to be next? Derek. Somebody is pointing at you. Here we go, Derek. And I have also, Mike, you have been a good addition to our dojo. You have been coming and training. I know you are busy, very busy these days, and I'm happy for this, that you are busy working again. But it's great to have families like you, and hopefully Blake and Jackson can come even more. Good. Awesome.
Karate was just another after-school activity to me a couple years ago. But like most masters say, karate is a lifestyle. 10 years ago, I could only dream of having a prestigious black belt, but I'm now one of the few going to receive it. Recalling when I first started karate, I believed the concept that a black belt was for someone strong. This notion meant, in my view, only physically strong. However, over time, my view changed. A black belt is strong both physically and mentally. As to learn karate, one must have the spirit. My motto now is spirit over technique, because no one can learn without the desire to learn. I remember when I broke my foot, I still practiced karate on a chair using my upper body. Karate, after all these years, has become a lifestyle for me, and a black belt will only be a chapter in my story. Throughout this journey, I could only make it this far with the support of others around me. I would like to thank my family, and especially my dad. My dad was the one who introduced me to karate, and through blood, sweat, and tears, coached and trained me to become the person I am today. Jacob for being my punching bag, my training partner over the years. When he gets older and stronger, I'll be sure to be a little bit more careful. I'd also like to thank Sensei for mentoring me over the years. He's taught me lessons over and over during my ups and downs. I remember overhearing Sensei talking to my dad saying he was going to make me a champion one day. All I remember was just smiling, but I never realized the journey he will be taking me. So far, it's been a fun ride. I thank Senpai for her support, and I think we can all agree that she's our dojo mother. I'd like to express my gratitude to everyone in the dojo, and especially to the dojo mates I've trained with in the present and in the past. Where to now? This is only a beginning of a new chapter. As a dedicated karateka, I want to continue seeking perfection of character, improving my techniques, and competing at the national level. I would also like to further develop my officiating, teaching, and coaching skills. As I said earlier, karate is a lifestyle, and I would like to share this art. But most of all, I'd like to see you all here when I take my second dan, my third dan, my fourth dan, and all the way up to Sensei's eighth dan. Us.
Good job, Derek. I have to tell you this. When I saw Derek at the beginning, of course, my job is to really, see, we have hundreds of students, and then you see someone, you say, this person has something, right, in him or her, and you were one of them, and I was right. Now, you have been becoming a champion for a number of years, over and over, and what I really love it is, if I could actually postpone his black belt even longer, that would have been even more fun for me. But I couldn't. I had to give him, he deserves it way before that. But when he goes to competition, you know how many black belts competing with him and then he wins, with the brown belt? It's just so awesome. Brown belt, black belt, and he wins and comes out. He's a very, very good karateka and very good boy. I'm very happy with you, Derek. Congratulations on your black belt. And I'm sure you can not only get the 8th dan, you can continue. When I was in your age, I didn't even start. How old are you again? 14. Yeah, well, I started that time, but I didn't have my black belt at that time. So you can go way ahead of me, way ahead. Good job, Derek. Well done. Okay, so who's next? James. Hi, Jordan. Good to see you there.
Nearly 9 years ago, I started karate. My dad put me in because honestly, I just wanted to learn how to beat people up. But my mindset has changed ever since. This place has been like a second home to me. I've met so many people that have become really great friends to me, and karate has been like a lifestyle ever since. It has helped me stay in shape and have discipline over the years. Getting my black belt has been a dream of mine ever since I was young. However, I know that this is not the end, and this is just the beginning for me. I would also like to thank my dad for being there, supporting me, driving me back and forth, and helping me out through all the years. I'm also thankful for Sensei and Senpai for training me and helping me throughout everything. I would not be the same without them. I couldn't imagine anyone else training me. And also, I'd like to thank Senpai Camellia and Senpai Arnell for helping me through tournaments, coaching me, and helping me through Kumite matches. Without their coaching, I wouldn't be able to see the same progress as I had today. This is a very special moment for me, and I'm happy to be able to share with everyone here. Thank you.
Thank you, James. We have seen the transformation from when you started till now, and you're just starting. So that's great. Awesome. And you're 16, right? 17. Very nice. Good. Congratulations to you. Who's next? Samuel or Braden? I think this year is one of our biggest black belts kind of grading that you had. 8 people we had this year? No, I'm sorry, 9 year?
All right, I do have a speech on my phone, but I think it's too short, so I'm just gonna wing it and make it up on the spot. So first of all, I just want to say I'm honored to be a part of this group with some of my closest friends that I have obtained over the years. When I first started karate, I was around 10 years old, and You know, I had almost no self-control. I had a lot of energy and not many ways to get rid of it. So my parents ended up putting me into karate. I was with my older brother and my dad. So at first, I was having a lot of fun. I got to punch, I got to kick, I got to run around. Probably the best thing a little boy could do. But then as I got older, I started not feeling it as much. I really wanted to get out of it, especially during the COVID years. I didn't want to train, I didn't want to come to the dojo, and I really felt like quitting. Thanks to my dad, though, he didn't let me quit, and look at where I am now. So thank you, Dad. I am so thankful that you didn't let me quit and that you pushed me to keep going to the dojo, no matter how many excuses I made. You know, faking sickness, that was a big one. Yeah, I did that a lot, but look at me now. Getting my black belts. I am teaching at the dojo, which has really reignited my passion for karate. Seeing all the little kids, the short ones, the tall ones, the young ones, and the old ones, getting better and better. And it's, you know, it's little thanks to me because I'm teaching them. So really awesome. I just want to thank all of the other athletes here and the coaches and the officials that are here as well. You guys are amazing. You have really made my years brighter, and I have so much fun competing with everyone else here, training with you guys, just having fun, laughing in a self-controlled way. So yeah, I just had a lot of fun, especially thanks to Sensei and Sampai for pushing me. You guys have a lot of meaning to me, and I'm so happy I was able to come to this dojo. I remember when it was just a small dojo at the French school, and now you got a big dojo yourself. And I'm so thankful to be a part of it. You guys are my big karate family, and I thank you all. You guys are supporting me, and I love it. Thank you guys so much.
I'm very proud of you too, Braden. Very proud. Good, Samuel?
All right, so about 10 years ago, my oldest son, Trenton, decided he didn't want to do soccer anymore. So I said, well, pick something else. He said, what about martial arts? That's interesting. Sure, let's try it out. So somehow I decided on karate. I checked out what was nearby, and fortunately, I picked KNSK at the French school. So it's been a lot of work. I guess I haven't done as many sessions per week as a lot of other people, so it's taken me quite a bit longer to get through it, but I made it. So thank you. And so from here, I just keep training, and my goal is one day to do better than a bronze at the competition, and at least one that's not the flying sidekick. So thank you. It's been great.
Thank you, Samuel. Samuel really inspired me in a lot of different ways. He, whenever competition is coming up, he's signing up. Well done, well done. A lot of people are scared of competition. Not this guy. He just goes and competes. Doesn't matter, win, lose. He just put himself in that situation. And that's very, very admirable, that you're not afraid of losing. And those people who really are not, afraid of losing, they win in time. Good job. I'm sure you're going to do better than bronze. I'm sure. Yeah, good job, Samuel. Thank you. Anyone else? Anyone else is left? No? Very good. Okay, at the end, I would like to mention that Kimia and Nika are here, and I'm super happy to have them back here in the class, in the dojo. Kimia and Nika, come here. They want to see you here too. Come on. Right. So, they can see, they are Kimia and Nika. You know everyone that the dojo's name is coming out because of Kimia and Nika. Kim, Nick, coming from Kimia. Good job, Kim. Good to see you here. Good to see you. Come more.
Back.
You're back. Good job.
Yeah,
You want to
that's
say
it.
something?
Okay. Hey guys. I'm so excited for all of you who have got your black belts, and it's so exciting to like have known all of you, like Emily, Olivia, Derek, like everyone. I've known all of you guys since you were like tiny tots. So it's so exciting to see you guys get, well, not tiny tots, but you know, small. It's so exciting to see you guys all getting your black belts, and I'm so proud of you. And I'm so happy to have trained with all of you guys before. So yeah, just congrats. Yeah, congratulations to everyone who got their black belts today. Everyone's gotten so much older, and it's so crazy to see how much you guys have improved. I'm really gonna try to come back more. So yeah, anyways.
And before I let Nika go, Nika's diploma has been sitting on my desk for such a long time, and I would like to give this one to you. You're welcome. Congratulations. And these ones, Kimia, that is yours. It has been again sitting on for years. And Nika again. Good. And you can give it back to me again at home. And Camelia, I never, That's it. I am very, very hungry. I don't know about you. We wanna start. I'm sorry. Oh, senpai.
Well, I have an announcement. Make sure you're checking all the baskets out there. It's silent auction, and I think we're going to go until Thursday. There's something for everyone to bid on, so make sure you go check it out. If you really want it, but you don't come to dojo, make a point to come or designate somebody to bid on your behalf. All the money is going towards the elite athletes that you saw some of them today. Getting their black belts. So for their trips to different tournaments outside of province. So, thank you.
They want a little speech.
A little speech. I know what to say. Our dojo wouldn't be a dojo without all of you. As people who come to practice and people who encourage them to come. I know, Michael, you mentioned, Olivia and Emily, all the coming and going back, organizing your life, scheduling everything. I know it's a big sacrifice. When he was practicing and I was a pretty good support, but I got sometimes a little annoyed that, oh, we're gonna do this, how come you go to karate? It's not more important. So I know what you're doing. I really know the sacrifices you're making as a family. So thank you for that. And I'm so glad to be there to support you when you're here or in the tournaments. Always so tiring because of, running high on adrenaline all day, but it's just exciting and just keeps me feel very young when I'm there. So thank you.
Perfect, thank you. Thank you for being here. This means a lot to us. We had big parties in the past, but at least we have started this year with a smaller group. So thank you for being here. This dojo means a lot to me. It's my second home. I am here. I even slept a couple of nights here when I had to get things done. So it really needs a lot of work behind the scene to run the dojo. It's just unbelievable number of hours I put for this. Camelia knows, and plus having a psychology job and this one, and but I'm super happy because it gives me what I need out of this dojo. Anytime I go home, it's having Camelia here beside me during the class is the best thing ever. And I honestly, I never thought. I always was scared of having my wife, you know, and myself to be in one place, punching and kicking. I was scared of that, but this is one of the best thing ever. So thanks again for being here. Let's start eating. Right, good, okay. And you guys at home, thank you so much for being here and listening to us. That's great, so I can see you. Oh, hi Adeline, that's nice. Avi, you are there. Chris, and family probably. Celine. Oh, good. Oh, here you go, Avi. Oh, Anania, Avi. Good to see you guys. Good to see you. Celine, thank you for being there. Good. Have a good night. Hi, Celine. Thanks for being there. I know you got your tissue box. I read that. Great. Hopefully your turn.
Secretly trained us for like 5 years before we came out of nowhere.
I pulled it together. That was